Hello everyone, my name is Reza Malagheri, and I'm a professional filmmaker based in Seattle. Today, I'm excited to share with you my autofocusing anamorphic cinematography rig. It took me many months to devise and put together, but I've managed to create a really compelling setup that delivers beautiful results and can help you to make your visual storytelling stand out. My setup is designed to achieve autofocus with manual focusing anamorphic and cinema lenses using DJI's Lidar Range Finder unit and the DJI RS3 Pro gimbal. Normally, you'd have to use this setup in conjunction with the RS3 Pro gimbal in order to make it all work, but I've spent all these months figuring out how you can free the Lidar unit from the RS3 Pro in order to shoot autofocus with anamorphic and cinema lenses using your own handheld cinema rig just like this. I've put it all together for you in a clean and simple setup that can easily create amazing cinematic visuals. Now you may be wondering what anamorphic cinematography is and why you should be considering filming in anamorphic. Let me give you an overview of what it is, how it's different from traditional filmmaking, and why you might want to consider it. Anamorphic cinematography is a specialized filmmaking technique that has a unique widescreen look, signature horizontal lens flares, and that classic oval-shaped bokeh. The signature look is achieved by compressing the horizontal field of view during filming using cylindrical elements in anamorphic lenses like this full-frame 35mm Sirui Venus T2.9 that we're using right here. The thing is, after you've shot with an anamorphic lens, that compressed footage needs to be expanded in post-production for it to have a correct aspect ratio. And this process is often referred to as de-squeezing your footage. Now, when it comes to lens design, what makes anamorphic lenses different from traditional spherical lenses is that anamorphic lenses have cylindrical elements and come in various designs based on unique optical characteristics like classic blue or other different colors of horizontal lens flares and different squeeze ratios. For example, this Sirui Venus 35mm T2.9 is a 1.6x native squeeze ratio anamorphic lens, but it's also capable of achieving up to a 2x squeeze factor if you combine it with the optional adapter. The cylindrical elements are designed to squeeze your cinema footage horizontally during filming, giving you that much wider aspect ratio. And they do this with varying squeeze ratios, which can be somewhere between 1.33x, 1.6x, 2x, and more. Now, the squeeze ratio indicates how much your footage is being compressed during filming. Depending on the choice of the squeeze ratio that you use, you'll have varying options for the final aspect ratios of your films. These include the classic CinemaScope aspect ratios like 2.35 to 1, 2.39 to 1, and 2.4 to 1. And these aspect ratios pretty much denote the fact that your final footage, once it's de-squeezed, has a width that is either 2.35 times, 2.39, or 2.4 times its height. That is why anamorphic cinematography is so unique and cinematic in my opinion. You end up with an image that is immersively wide. It has this beautiful field of view, nuanced depth of field, and classic optical characteristics like the horizontal flares, the oval bokeh, and more. Now, when it comes to my experience shooting with this setup, I've really enjoyed shooting on this anamorphic setup over the past year. I've shot it in a number of different environments, including the largest motorcycle show in the country, known as the One Moto Show. Now, during my time shooting with it at the One Moto, I had it rigged up with my RS3 Pro gimbal, and I paired it up with the Atomos Ninja V, and that allowed me to get a de-squeezed view of my final footage in real time, which was really helpful. It made it easy for me to see the final look of my footage while also allowing me to record ProRes internally to the Ninja V. Now, having the Lidar unit is a huge benefit because it allows you to shoot moving scenes with autofocus using manual, anamorphic, and cinema glass, which allows you to capture shots that are generally very difficult to keep up with by hand if you're trying to manually focus the shot. That's really why this type of setup can help you take your work to the next level. You can achieve visual shots that are really hard to create by yourself and normally would require a crew for you to achieve. I'm super excited to make it even more versatile now with the standalone version of this rig that doesn't require my camera to be attached to the RS3 Pro gimbal. It makes it convenient and even more economical than the much more expensive and complicated way of achieving the same setup using DJI's transmission system. With all of that being said, the main thing to remember is that anamorphic cinematography is a captivating way to create cinematic visuals with a distinctive look that can elevate your filmmaking. With the right lens, camera settings, and post-production techniques, you can capture and edit stunning anamorphic footage that sets your project apart from the others. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.